Hello, this is Christina here. Actually, this is my first time on Blab, and I apologize, but I could not get on. So I'm actually on now, and it's my first time, so I'm also trying to figure it out. I sent the link out to a lot of my friends and the people that were going to join me, and I'm going to have to resend this link to them, so I apologize. I'm just going to be static for a minute, quiet for a minute. Just let me resend this link out. Oh, I'm going to resend her the link because she's looking for me. All right, hold on here. Oh, on now here. Okay. So we'll try this one here. This is my first time. I'm usually on Spreecast, but I wanted to check this format out, and see how this works. Hello, Adam. Adam. Hi, Adam. Just give me some time here because I do have a couple people that were going to be on with me, and I would like them to know that I'm actually on a different Blab link. Thank you. Are you one of my Facebook or tweet friends? All right, I'm going to have to send an email to them. I thought it would be similar to Spreecast, but it's not. I mean, the concept is in a sense, but the whole setup is completely different. So, and this is very interesting. Lock your seat. All right, I'm going to send an email out to them just in case. I have no idea why I couldn't get on the other one. So I'm hoping my other friend Christina will get on so we could have a little chit chat today, because we had some interesting experiences ourselves today. Not planned, of course. Probably oh, my lights are flashing. I don't think he's going to see this in time. We'll see what happens. Hopefully Christina can get on. So I guess I'm going to learn as I go along here and how this actually works. I know that you can only have, I guess, 3 people the same on here chatting with you. I do have a theme tonight that I wanted to talk about. Just casual conversation, but as well as sharing what we do and some of our experiences and our services and different things like that, as well as hopefully having some interaction. Usually on Spreecast, I get lots of views, but they usually just listen. They don't have a good time. Yeah, that's it. We want to have a good time for sure. So I like this. This is connected also to Twitter. I'm thinking, where do I send it out there? I don't know. I like that I can stop and start the recording. So I'm just going to chat myself for a while. Not used to doing that. Usually have other people with me, but we still see if they tune in. So the topic tonight, which I've actually done 3 or 4 shows already on Spreecast, on my Mystic Musing show there, on ghosts, entities, psychic impressions, and how to send them back home in a sense. Now, there's going to be a lot of people here that are not familiar at all with what it is I do and the method that I use as a metaphysical practitioner, as an intuitive as well, but I do practice a specific modality. that's called Valvaspata. It means healing of the heart. It's an angelic modality that was brought forth and given to us, as we say, from the infinite source. I think it's about 8 years ago now. And you have to be initiated to a grandmaster level of that. So I practiced that. Okay. Someone just see that behind me? I just saw a ball of light behind me. I hope that it captured that on the video. I only started doing this where I have the background dark. Before I would just have all the lights on. So last week I was kind of testing it out because I saw a couple of things fly by, but I actually just saw something now in the background. I hope I recorded it. So, and it was, as I was saying, talking about Valvaspata, but I do have my mystical book sitting over there on the table. Anyways, there are several protocols to Valvaspata. And one of the more recent ones that came out is called Esclavanet, and it's to send ghosts home. But it's more than just that. That is the, I suppose, the main objective of it for, what it was brought forth for us at this time. But it does a lot more than that. It assists with people who have recently passed to cross over, because there really is a time period, in a sense, where between when the soul leaves the physical body, there's a 6-day period that it really has to. Oh, hold on. Watching me. That's supposed to be on. I am on talking at the above link. Let's see if she can get on. I have to explain it to her. I'm sorry, because there's this whole thing about you have to lock your seat. Okay. I don't know how else to tell anybody on the other side. On the other side. On the other side. Oh, Christina's joined here. Well, that's good. All right. Where are you? You can see me, but I can't see you. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm going to type. Can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me. Okay, so you need to get on here, hermana. Click on that link so that you can come on with me. I'm just explaining about, okay, take your time there. I was explaining about Esclavanet. So there's a time period to cross over, which is 6 days, where the soul leaves the physical body. And there are specific angels that are there to assist them to cross over. And there's a little bit of a process that goes on with that particular soul. There's going through what has taken place. Okay, who else is messaging me now? What has taken place? Oh, goodness. Okay, everybody's coming at the same time. And hang on a second. There's a timing for everything. My internet is down till Monday at 5. Oh, no. Oh, no. So you can't join? Well, you can on your phone. Okay, I'm going to tell. This is actually my team. For anybody who's new out there watching, this is actually my team that we work together and do this work. And so this is our first time all trying to get on here. Let's see. I am on. I just want to finish what I'm saying so I don't have to repeat it all. But so yes, there's a process, the crossing over process. There's review. There's a lot of things on different levels, but one of the levels is to look at whether or not that soul, whatever it chooses to do or whatever it is going to be doing as it crosses over, or is going to be returning back here, that's in life enhancing, that it enhances will enhance the song of life. So they hold that membrane open for a 6-day period. And if the soul does not cross for whatever reason, and there's a ton of different reasons, why not? They may have had a traumatic death and they didn't know it was coming. They could have had an illness, and even though they knew they were dying, they don't want to go. They have attachments to family and friends, possessions, whatever it may be, and so they do not want to let go. At least aspects of them do not want to let go. In the bigger picture, they know, everything has its perfection, divine perfection. But so there's a lot of different reasons, and it's an individual thing. You cannot just say it's one thing. So in that case, if they cross in that time period, the tunnel, if you want to call it, the membrane closes, and they actually are kind of stuck here, and they're in limbo. So Esclavanet assists with crossing people over within that time frame. It helps them. Some of them, just are much more conscious and they're ready and they go, but a lot of beings don't. A lot of souls don't. So this is a wonderful modality to help people so that we have less and less people, discarnate beings, stuck here. And those ones that are stuck here are what you would call ghosts. Spirits are very different. Spirits have already crossed over and they're into their next soul journey, and they may appear here at different times to assist people. They may be called, for whatever reason. So that's different. Ghosts are stuck, and they can cause all kinds of different problems. There's also entities, and entities, I don't want to go in too deep into that, but basically it's usually when someone is either been working with dark magic, dark occult, calling in beings they have no understanding about, calling it in for either harmful intent or for whatever reason. I mean, that is a wide open thing because you have so many cultures and so many people on the planet. You have many beings in other realms who as well take advantage of vulnerable people or people in a different, depending on what their journey is and what's happening. A lot of people who have a lot of emotional issues and addictions and things like that are very vulnerable to entities coming in and attaching themselves and, affecting people. A lot of behavior, emotional behavior is affected by this. And then, of course, you can go even further with demons, again, people that are conjuring up this for whatever their motive or their agenda is. All of this exists on the planet and causes density. It causes a lot of issues for us in the bigger picture for our own conscious evolution. I wonder where Christina is. And then there's psychic impressions, things that like objects or old books or old photographs. I mean, there's attachments. People have attachments to things like that. So psychic impressions can be left on so many different things, and not just individuals. So there's a lot of different reasons or a lot of different purposes for Esclavanet. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so I wanted to chat a bit more about this, and certainly open it up to a few people who, if they want to share. I want Christine to get on because I'm trying to connect my camera, not very successful. Christina, I had a weird experience myself with this. But it should open a little window that tells you to allow it. Like I had to allow it. Sorry, it's okay. I know you're not yelling at me. I don't know how else to show you. Like it's kind of difficult to show people, especially when you're new with it, new on here and try to figure it out yourself. But I will go out and come back again. Okay, you do that. Hugh just told me his internet's down. Interesting, but he does have a cell phone. So he'll come on that way. I'm not sure if Jackie's going to tune in. But I would like, if you come back on, Christina, I would like to chat about our little experience today. where we, maybe I'll start talking anyways, had the experience of, I was just, posting our links out there, and I have a Facebook page called pristine-space.com. And oh, you're like flashing in front of me, but I'm not sure what that means. And so I was posting out there, our new services, what we do to help do clearings and blessings for people, for homes, for land, for whatever. And it can be done in person or remotely. And so I had just posted it on Facebook, invited several of my Facebook friends, and within 5 minutes, they don't give me options for camera. I don't know what to tell you. Does anybody who's watching know how they can type what to do? How does she get on? Because there are supposed to be like 3 so-called seats available. Maybe you can type. Hello, Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. Who was the other person that was talking to me? Where did he go? I don't know, honey bunny. Okay, I keep seeing this. Oh, okay, now I see. Now, what is this? You're giving me a hands up. That's what it is. There's these flashes of saying, I've got 5 hands up. Well, thank you. Accept the caller. Accept the call. It's not showing me the caller. Click the show caller button, then accept in the left bar. Well, if it showed me a caller, but it doesn't show me a caller. Come on. Oh, it's locked like the seat everywhere. Oh, it looks like the seat is locked. Should I unlock my seat? Isn't my seat supposed to be locked? Okay, I'm going to unlock the seat. I don't know where that's going to send me. Might send me somewhere. I'm going to unlock it. What does that mean? Thank you, Tiffany. So now what? This is so different than Spreecast. It looks fun. Now you can have callers. Well, then why did it ask me to lock the seat? Because before when I first came on, I couldn't do anything until I locked it. All right. So, Hermana, please try again and see if you can get on. Because I have no idea what it looks like on your end. Yay, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany. Show callers. One person, show callers. Accept.
Hello.
Yay! We give a big hug to
Thank
Tiffany.
you.
Mrs.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Don't you love? Every day you learn something new, right? See, there you go. And we're all here to assist each other. That's it. Actually, I like this. It's kind of cool. It actually has a much better connection. It's just that I had no idea how to use it. And, but yeah, that looks very cool. So, lock seat. I don't know what that means yet. I'll have to figure it out. Does that mean people can come and kick people off? Even like me? No. I'm the host. You're the guest. Thank you. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, so nobody can call in. Okay. But I'm still the one that is in charge of it, right? Okay. Because, I was watching one earlier and I saw it said someone kicked someone off. So I was thinking, like, do I not have control of it? But you're a sweetie. Thank you so much. So I don't know if Hugh's going to make it because he just told me, he sent me a message and said that his internet is down till Monday, but he has his cell phone. So I don't know if he wants to do that. Maybe he'll try. It just stops other people from coming in. If you're the host, only you can kick people off. Oh, thank you very much. I like you. Thank you. You're very kind. So, and then we'll see if Jackie, I don't know if she got my email. I had to create a new one. So I'm guessing it's a new link. Anyways, you know what? I promise to learn this better for next time, but I do like the way this looks. It's even very bright and colorful. So did you hear what I was saying, Hermana? Just to give an introduction about, what we're talking about. Yeah. And the modality that we use to assist ghosts, home or entities and what Esclefenet is all about. Okay. Yeah. It would be cool if I would really like to send this out to my Facebook page. When I first came on, it gave me that option, but now I don't see it. And to my Twitter page. Okay. So, because I would love interaction would be kind of cool, because usually it's just us chatting and sharing, but which is fine. We're out here with some new people, obviously tuning in and sharing this modality, very profound and beautiful modality, but it's an angelic modality that was given to us to help clear the planet of so many, and I just put it simply, discarnate beings that are stuck. And if you notice, which I was noticing, not just now I noticed, but it's been for a while, but today I just happened to come across a lot. 1 second, I'll read that in a minute, Tiffany, because I lose my train of thought, is that there are so many ghost shows out there, entertainment shows. It says poor internet signal on Mana, you just have audio. Next to the share button, yes, got that. There is a button that looks like this. Yes, this will give you the code to share on Facebook. Oh, you should be my producer. Not should be, but it would be kind of cool. Oh, embed code. And, okay. So there isn't an actual direct link where I can just click, which I had at the beginning, but I get it. So once you're already on there, I guess you don't have that. So I can copy it and go and post it on my Twitter. All right. Cool. Let's see. Are you coming back? I'm going to close, actually, after that, I'm going to close my other window so that it doesn't interfere with anything. The newbies. Be patient with us. That's so funny. I'm hearing voices, but. All right, let me post this. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, for some reason, I'm kind of confused about this. You know what? That doesn't work in my Twitter. It's too long. You know what? I'll post the recording later. All right. But thank you. Oh, my dear friend is gone. Hermana, can you hear me? I think you better go out and come back. It says audio only and you have poor internet signal. Just so people know, we live in Baja, in Mexico. And even though I have Wi-Fi, we never know how it's going to work. You can hear and see me. Oh, that's great. I can see her. You can see her. You can see Christina. Can you see me? Okay, we have this weirdness all the time here in Mexico. And on my end, I have no idea. So it's... All right. I don't know. So what is back home? Back home? Oh, what is back home? Okay. Well, really back home is into, from this level in the physical world, the next level is the soul world. So I'm just making it simple to send them back home, which means to carry on with their journey. And, every individuated soul, even though it's all part of the one infiniteness, it has its own journey. So, okay, I don't want any rude people on here, please. Okay, that's the only thing about this. It's actually okay. And please no swearing. We actually come from a very different place. And this is not something that I actually want to have in this conversation. If that's okay, please and thank you. I'm actually talking about souls that are crossing over. Someone asked me the question, what is back home? So I'm answering that is the question, to send them back home, because many of them get stuck here when they don't cross over. No, squigglies, you did not swear. Thank you. Okay, you know what, Jenna Bear 3, thank you very much. If you don't believe it, then please don't be part of this conversation. I would really appreciate that. Okay, it's just this is my first time trying out Blab, and I'm usually on Spreecast, so I don't really have to deal with that, because if I have people that are just going to be rude, that I don't have it open. But I would like to come to be critical of your viewpoints. To be honest with you, this is my life and what I experience and what I live. So this is the knowledge that I know because I live it and I experience it. So, and I'm just here to share what we do as metaphysical practitioners, and a beautiful modality that's used to assist with that. And if this is not where you are or what you believe or whatever, then I appreciate that and I respect that. I just ask that you don't participate. It's just really simple, because that just sort of adds to
Oh, what now?
Thank you. I love the people that are helping. Thank you very much. Squigglies 434. Okay. Thank you so much. It's good to know that you can refresh and just come back. And I brought back Christina. Yay. Ooh, now it gives me the opportunity. I'm glad that I can just do refresh and it works much better than the other one. Okay, so Hermana, also, if you pick up anything please let me know, okay? Because a lot of times when we start talking about it, like we did today with this woman in Paraguay, And, well, I'm not going to get into the things that we picked up on and what we experienced, okay? Because I don't want to bring that into this space right now. Hopefully we'll be working with her. She'll let us know and we'll be able to help her with that situation. But that involves dark magic. In your case, what I see is a woman, okay? All right. She doesn't like you. I don't know why. She doesn't like you. I don't think she knows you very well, which is funny because in that sense, it could be, let me just see, because I can see her now, like not see her in the physical sense, but energetically. She's very dominant.
She was there already.
Yeah.
Before he moved in.
Yeah.
And she feels invaded in her space.
Yeah.
When? How long are you living there? Iván, ¿puedes oírme?
Sí.
¿Hace cuánto tiempo vives ahí?
She's asking how long you lived there.
Como un año.
Desde un principio. Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, I got that she's been there for 12 years. So I was wondering how long he's been there too. So yes, we have to stay in English as much as possible. But if you don't really understand, Christina will talk to you. Yeah, she's there long before you. And that's what happens in a lot of places. And people don't even understand that. They don't understand. They move into houses and they're like, they don't think about anything. Like, 'cause you don't know what the prior occupants did. You don't know what happened there. You don't know what, I mean, even like before just the previous occupants, it could be years and years and years. Depends on where you live. Depends on what's going on in your area. My favorite word is monkey business. There's a lot of monkey business that goes on in a lot of places. California is very good for that. But I'm on the West Coast, so I lived in California for a while, so I know there's lots of monkey business that goes on there.
But any person can get that, or just like a few people, or that's
Can get what?
Yeah, like these sensations and to see these things happening.
Oh, no, honey. Really, in a sense, everybody has that ability within them, you see. It's a matter of whether or not how open, aware, or conscious you are. Because most people are just fearful. They're afraid. So, and they don't believe anything exists beyond this physical world. There's nothing else. So, and they'll say it's your imagination, or I don't believe in that, or they're just too scared to acknowledge any of it. So, but everybody can, once you start to open up more. Some of us have always been open. You look very young, so possibly you're been aware most of your life so far and have that ability to sense, beyond the physical world, because there's so much more than just what's here. And so you have that ability. And, we come from the understanding, and this is how we live, is that everything happens at the right time for the right reason. So you just coming on here and asking us about the ghost, which is the second person today, in a sense, that's just, we weren't putting that out there at the moment, but have come and asked us about this. And there's a purpose to it. So he wants to go away. He disappeared.
Oh, he didn't. He's right there.
Oh, he just disappeared to me, right? Okay. So, well, ask him what he wants to do. I'll refresh in a minute.
I think he can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I couldn't hear you. Okay. When Christina was just audio, I couldn't hear her. You know, I think one night, Christina, we're going to do a show on here. I kind of like how this setup works, you know, here, and I like this more interactive that, you know, we can maybe do just on here, because normally we do charge for this as our services, as we, because there's a lot more to it, but to maybe, you know, do some short, quick assistant sessions or assistance here. This woman that is in your house is not harmful, really. She's not really harmful in that sense. Oh, you're back. I like that. I didn't have to do anything. But she does not want you there. You know, she's attached to this space.
Yeah.
She's attached to it. Whatever her life was there, she doesn't want to let go. Now, she didn't, and the reason is because she didn't cross over. There's something that happened to her and she doesn't want to go. So whatever it is that she's still attached to, which could be family members or could be, oh, okay. I get very nauseous in the stomach, so she's very, very, very anxious. He doesn't want to go. He just doesn't want to go. That's all. She just keeps saying, I don't want to go. You know, but they don't understand, or she doesn't understand. Any ghosts don't understand that it actually is just for their great benefit to move on. Otherwise, you just become stuck. It's kind of like being in limbo forever, you know, and to move on into the next journey and whatever that may be. I don't know. So she really does need to cross over. And, you know, coming from another perspective, and understanding, at least my understanding, is that, Ivan, this is your space now. Okay? This is where you are. This is your home. And, you know, there's the people who, we've heard people say, oh, that's cool. I have a ghost. I have this in my house. Okay, don't bother me. I'll stay in my space. But you know what? It really is like a disservice. You know, first of all, your space should be sacred and it should be peaceful and you should be happy in it and undisturbed. Unless it's your own stuff that's disturbing you, you know, but not other forces. So it's best for you to have your own pristine space that you live in. And it's also a service for them to cross over so they can move on in that way. So she just needs to move on. She has to understand that. And you can ask her to leave. I cannot tell you, you know, in one sense, there's kind of a cosmic law, or if you want to call it a universal rule, is that when we ask something to stop, that it does. But you see, a lot of these beings cannot comprehend what's going on. So whether or not they will stop doing that, I cannot say. So, you know, you could ask her to go and maybe she might go for a little while, but that doesn't mean she crossed over, because there really is a process for that at this point, because they've become discarnate, meaning that they are detached from the rest of their greater self. If you don't understand me, just ask, because it's a bit challenging when, you know, not everybody understands, never mind just the language, but doesn't understand. I have to think about, because I'm very used to speaking metaphysically and esoteric. So I have to try to speak a little differently so people can understand.
Yeah, I understand everything you said. But
Perfect.
About talking to the ghost, some people tell me that I shouldn't do that because it's too dangerous, and it can get more dangerous for me to do that.
Or friction because she's angry and he is afraid.
it's not a danger. I don't see her as a danger in that sense. What I'm just trying to, and you don't have to communicate with her. You don't, but you have to decide, do you want to have assist with her having her cross over so that this is no longer in your space to help this soul or not? Or what do you want to do? Which was my question earlier. What do you want to do?
I was thinking about leaving the house and look for another one, but I don't know if I do that, she's gonna keep or him is gonna keep with me, and like every house that I'm gonna be leaving,
She's
I'm gonna
attached to the
be with the
space,
car.
actually.
Not in this case. Sometimes that happens, but not in this case, because she wants this house, you know, and so you can move and you can ignore it. Yes, but who knows where you're going to go? You know, you don't know what you're going to encounter. Decide what you want to do in that space. You know, it's something that we do for a living, you know, to assist with that. Or you can find someone else, you know, whatever. You have to decide. We just want to kind of really share. We just want to share with people that there is a beautiful, beautiful modality to assist beings to cross over, whether just a ghost or even entities or psychic impressions or psychic attachments. Things like this can be cleared so that the planet becomes less dense and less dense. And, you know, we're there. Of course, there's people doing other things, and that's fine. We can only share with you what we can do. But it's up to you to decide, you know, what do you want to do? But you know that something is happening in your house. So your space really should be a sacred space where you can, you know, when you come home from work or you come from whatever and you want to relax and you want peace and quiet. And when you sleep, that you can at least, you know, have your body relaxing as best as you can. And because, you know, we go in the dream time and we're off somewhere else, but the physical body that sleeps here, you want it to be able to sleep peacefully. So you decide. It would be cheaper to have a clearing session than it is to pick up and move to another place. But again, it's your decision. I'm going to refresh everybody because people are disappearing. And it works really well when I do a refresh. So I'll be right back. So, yeah, it's up to you. What do you want to do? You know?
I don't know.
Do you live alone or are there other people?
No, there's more people.
Yeah. There's probably more ghosts as far as I'm concerned. I think there's a few more ghosts in the house than just her. She's just more in your space.
Yeah, because this is like a historic town. It's with a lot of old, really old buildings. And I think that's the reason.
That's what I said. There's so many reasons. There's so many things going on, not just someone that's, you know, passed away or whatever. Yeah. And that's the beauty also of what we do as Clavanet is that it doesn't just clear people. It clears your space. It clears the land. It clears anything. Our intention is to, you know, be directed as to where that the angels will come in and assist with those souls to cross over. So it can be done anywhere.
She disappeared.
The recording button stopped. Caramba!
Maybe.
Oh my gosh. Can you do it again? It was kind of blue, wasn't it, when it passed by? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a ghost. Just so you know, Ivan, we work with angels. And lots of high beings, because this is the work that I do. We do a lot of alchemical work, very metaphysical. So it's, oh darn, I can't believe it. I didn't press record. Oh well. Oh, Christina's gone.
No,
So,
I'm not.
is she gone to you, or is she just gone to me?
No. You are.
I don't know.
She left again.
The internet services here is very, very weird.
What
Oh,
happened?
mi hermana's gone. I can't hear
No.
anything. There's no sound. You are recording. It will only show up after this is over. It might take a day or two to load, though. No, you know what, Tiffany? I actually, when no, the recording paused because I refreshed. So it didn't, because when I saw that fly by and I went to look and I saw that it said resume recording. So I don't have it on the recording.
Yes, you are.
Ooh, I know. And it's the second time that I saw that. I saw it at the beginning. But I'm glad that both of you and Christina saw it.
Yeah,
Where
I
did
was
mi hermana
about
go?
to ask
She's
you,
gone.
what was that?
Hermana, try to call back in.
Okay.
I'm going to close your window. I don't want to... What's that? She's there or she's not there?
I am here.
I don't see her. Does anybody see other Christina?
Yes.
I can see.
And in my end, there is a red light, that is flashing very slowly that say recording. So maybe.
Yeah, she's having problems with the internet.
Yeah. Her internet is Wi-Fi.
I can hear
It's
everyone.
a strong signal. Yeah. That they say that is. But every time we try something like this, Skype or Hangout or whatever, start to fail. And today, it's a very windy day down here. And when it's super windy, the signal that comes by air, it's kind of weird. It's not reliable, doesn't have constancy. Whatever. My English is horrible, sorry.
She left.
Consistency. Thank you. I have a few words that I cannot say properly. Oh, she's coming. She's back.
Where are you from again?
I'm from Brazil.
Oh.
And I live here for 10 years. 11, actually. And you? Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico, but I live here in New Jersey.
Where in Mexico you are from?
I'm from it's a state called Morelos.
Ah, Morelos. Okay.
What happened to her?
I don't know. She's calling in, she said, but she comes and goes.
Do you have experience with this type of things too?
Oh man, tell me about it. This morning, this friend of her called, asked her to help with this relative that died, and it's threatening her in the dream time. And then she wrote to me and says, can you help me on this, because the lady speaks so little English, and my Spanish is very restrict. So can you? So I entered, and then I saw, to read the story, I saw the picture. I said, whoa! I felt overwhelmed with this huge energy, and I said, oh my goodness. So yeah, but
Recording again. I'm gonna have a really cut up show, but anyways, it's everything occurs when it's supposed to occur. So if you trust that, you start to open up your consciousness more, expand your consciousness more, expand your perception of things. And life can change quite a bit for you in that sense. I think that you have quite a few abilities that you don't really want, or you're not really sure what to do with yet.
Well, like I tell you, I can't tell like a normal person what I'm dealing with, because they are gonna say, "Hey, you're crazy."
Okay, well, we're not normal, I guess, if you want to say.
Yeah, they will tell me, "Man, you're crazy. You should see a psychiatric or something."
I know. It's okay. Listen, I don't get called a lot of things, but, probably because I don't engage in that. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. He is. But, I've had an occasional person, my ex, who was Mexican, called me bruja, whatever. But yet he came from a family that was a father that was very metaphysical, but yet he was very closed. He went into fear place about it. So he took he just couldn't handle it. But for the most part, I don't, crazy, that's whatever. I'm okay with that. Whatever you want to believe. I know the life that I live. I know what I experience. And it's just not one or two little things. It's my whole life. So, and it's, I embrace that. And, every day is a new day. And every day I'm also awakening more and more to who I am. And if you just put that intention out there and be open to what will unfold.
That's true.
Now, I don't know what you want to do about your ghost, but it's really up to you. What it's really what? What's the word that you're saying there? I mend Jeff. Sorry if I mispronounce it. It's really what?
excited.
Is exciting? Exciting? Is that what you wrote? Okay. Yes, life is exciting. It really is. But I do see. This is the thing. There's I can understand too, to a certain degree, why people are fearful of things, is because you have, this is just one aspect of it. You have, many discarnate beings on the planet. You, not just ghosts, but you do have other entities there that people play with, that they call in, well, Mexico has a lot of that, like many other countries have a lot of this. They, they play with whatever. And so they call forth different things when they don't even know what they're doing. Some of them know what they're doing because it's their agenda and they're playing a dark role. But, so it's an understanding, where some people who are just totally asleep, as we'll still say, can be fearful if they're experiencing these things. I understand that. I had years ago, many, many years ago, because I lived in Mexico, in another part of Mexico. I lived in Puerto Vallarta many years ago. And to be honest with you, that was my first experience, conscious experience with dark magic. Not me playing with it, but somebody that I was with that had someone else that was doing it to me and to them. So, I have gratitude now because it gave me the experience of it, but I also knew that that's not who I am, and that's not what I want to do. I would never want to bring harm to anybody, so, but it opened doors for me. I won't go into that, but I had some, very scary experiences, but yet I had such a deep knowing within myself and in my heart about God, or I say infinite in the sense that, that was the bigger picture, that this was just something that was happening within life. I didn't understand it yet, so I didn't run away from it. I actually had people literally put in my path. Literally, I was on a corner and 2 people crossed my path. I had met the mother for a moment at a job interview, but then she's like, "Oh, I saw you." And then her daughter, who I hadn't met, came up to me and she said, "I need to do a reading on you." And I was like, "Okay." And her reading was amazing, blew me away. We're best friends right now, but I'm saying her reading was amazing. And it opened up a whole nother avenue for me to experience and to see, different things. But at the same time, I was so grateful. I mean, these people are still in my life today, but, where this took me, it led me to another person. It led me to a shaman who told me, "You don't know who you are, do you? You don't know who you are. You don't know your abilities." And he proceeded to teach me some things, so, I mean, I had so many different experiences from there and the rest of my life. It just, so I have gratitude in that way. But I came from a place of purity of love, not agenda to harm somebody else, which is what dark magic is to control in whatever the reason is. So, and there's a lot of that on the planet, so that's beyond just ghosts. But this modality that we do also assists with this. In my culture, we have a treatment for these stuff. What is your culture? So I have to remember to go and look. Well, if that's your culture, yeah, I cannot say anything about anybody else and how, if that works, then that's, that's great. I come from a different place, but yeah, I understand. I have to respect where everybody's coming from. And I don't come from religion anymore. But oh, really? It's so interesting. You're a Muslim. So what are you doing here? It's very interesting. The people that come, some come out from curiosity, and others, why are you here? Just curiosity.
We have this stuff too.
Yes, everybody. It's on the whole planet. Of course. I mean, when you're talking just about ghosts, of course, it's beings, but it's really popular. Really, there's a lot of dark magic in the Muslim culture. Really? I can't say I know, who or what peoples or races are involved in things, but it only makes sense that, that there's going to be in every culture, there's going to be, because there's that. But if you are not Muslim anymore. Yeah, but that's only if people are aware of other people doing things. If you're not aware, a lot of dark magic is done behind the scenes, of course, right? Ooh, somebody likes you,
I
hermana.
can see that. Thank you. You.
Oh, thank you. You like me too. Oh, and you like everybody. You're giving us a hands up. This is very interesting. Oh, okay. I guess you're just building us up. Well, thank you. I don't know who's doing that though, but anyways, thank you. Forgot where I have to plug myself in because my battery's running low here. So you too? Yes, if you did black magic. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Of course, you're speaking just in your culture, right? But I'm going to come from a cosmic perspective that I understand. Is that what you do? Because again, the intention. You know what the greatest, in a sense, universal law is do not harm. Do not harm. But you see, when you're practicing dark magic, there is harm involved because it's all about power and control, whatever that may be, whether you're trying to, impose that on a boyfriend or a husband or a wife or material things or money or whatever it may be. There's a selfish intention there, right? To control something. So, and it's all about self and in that way. And, but somewhere along the way, it's going to harm someone, right? So the bigger picture, the bigger cosmic picture is that, and you may not know this or see this in a physical manifestation, but what you do to someone else, because really what you do to someone else, you're doing to yourself. That's what oneness means. What you do to others, you do to yourself. Okay. But what you do to someone cosmically must be returned back to you 10 times or whatever you want to say it. Tenfold, I should say, which is the same thing, 10 times. So they might not know this or recognize it, right? But somewhere down the road or in some capacity, that they sent out will come back to them. How that manifests, I don't know. So there's that, if you want to look at it that way. But that does not excuse or justify anybody playing in the dark arts for only self purposes, for self gain, for their own, selfish agenda kind of thing, which is really all it is. Because if people remember who they were, they wouldn't need to do any of these things. They just wouldn't. But yes, it exists everywhere. So, yeah. Ivan, thank you. This woman is I feel her listening to what we're saying. So it's possible that, now she can leave this space, but she would go somewhere else. You see, she wouldn't go to the soul world because she has to be crossed over with, the specific beings that assist souls to cross over. But she can leave that space. I just feel her listening is what I'm just trying to tell you. She's listening to what we're saying, in some as best way they can. That's just my feeling, from her. But, ultimately it's your decision on what you want to do. If we are someone, or we are ones that you feel to pursue, then you can just message me or whatever with that. Or if you want to go a different direction, if anything, maybe we gave you some insight or a direction, of what to do or where to go.
Yeah, because by now it's been like not really too too dangerous, but I like to know if this is gonna get more intensive or just this regular stuff.
Well, is she and not a lot of them can do this, it really depends. But is she doing anything physical to you or anybody in the house? No, I don't see that. You know, I don't really see her doing any of that.
Just when I am sleeping, I feel like I wanna talk or wanna scream, but I can't. I feel like oppression in my chest.
Okay. Yeah, all right, I get that. Okay.
Even I'm trying to
Hermana.
talk
Sorry,
to
go
her
ahead.
and or talk to him and say, hey, what do you want? What do you need? But I can't.
They want to go away. They want the space for that, for itself. You know, that is what he or she wants. It's just that. That's why she is, or he is, putting you this feeling that panic you in a way that you cannot scream, you cannot breathe, you cannot do nothing, because it's so overwhelming. And just because of the space, she or he feels that you are invading. You are the invader, you know, invading her space. And what she wants, that you go away. This is what she wants, pure and simple.
She doesn't understand why you're there. You see, this is the thing. When they are in that different dimensional place, they don't understand what's happening here, because there's the aspect of them that thinks they're still in this space. You understand? They think they're still living there. And even some parts of them don't even understand that they died, in a sense, you know? So they still don't completely understand. Some do, some don't. I don't think she does, because she thinks you're in her space, you know?
She doesn't want to harm you. She doesn't want to can you imagine that you are in your home and suddenly you feel like, now you feel a presence that you don't want there. So what you can do is try to push this presence, this energy away from you. This is what I feel that is happening there, you know. But just breathe. When you breathe and you stay in yourself, you are secure. You have your own, you know, space that nobody, unless you allow it, nobody can invade you. Nobody can do anything. So, en otras palabras, no se desespere.
This, yeah. This is true. I think we should expand a little bit on that, because some people are going, wow, but people, da, 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 da. And it's true that nothing can happen to you without your permission, in a sense. But yet, we are, oh, we can't hear you well. I don't know what to do about sound. I'm sorry. We are multi-level beings. So, and not all of our aspects are connected in the sense of, you know, clear communication. So there will be aspects of ourselves that don't understand this and do allow certain things to happen. Ultimately, nothing can happen to you without your permission, ultimately. But then there's so many different levels in between. So, you know, but yes, if you still come from that place on this level consciously, to say, you know, you do not allow this to you know, to harm you. You do not. That's that's the bigger thing. You actually don't, and knowing in the perfection of infinite God, whatever you want to call it, you know, and you come from that. That's you know, another way of not allowing things to happen. You cannot see you either. Oh, okay. Oh, nobody can see me, and I can see everyone. Oh my gosh. Good? Good what? I don't. Can you hear me? Hello?
Your voice is
No.
cut.
Okay. Good. Ha ha ha. Okay. We'll refresh. Okay. Refresh time.
So, is this bueno, is this what I was trying to tell you? When you are really, really afraid, that you panic, you are not grounded. And I know that because it happened to me all the time. And you leave the spaces open for people harm you, threaten you, or do something that you feel bad and insecure, scared. What you have to do is really breathe and imagine that is around you there is a ball of light that can be your angels, can be anything that you can feel comfortable with, your energy, whatever, that this light provides your security. You feel comfortable, you feel warm, you feel safe, you feel whole, you feel, you have to exercise once and again and again and again to be inside this ball of light, and then expand this in your space. Expand this outside of your skin, expand this, a meter or 2 or 3, I don't know how bigger, that fill out your room, whatever, till you feel, to a point that you feel really, really secure, because in that space nobody can enter without your authorization, your allowing. No, we cannot see you. So this is something that helps you to ground and then handle the situation better, because nobody can function if doesn't rest properly, doesn't sleep properly. Now I can see you, your pretty face. Hello there.
Thank you, hermana. Oh, I have feedback. That's the first time I had feedback. So, oh boy. Can you hear me twice?
No.
Okay. Oh, now I'm gone. I mean, not I'm gone, but my second voice is gone. All right. Anyway, so I know I could hear you guys actually, so I heard what you were saying. So that's good to just reiterate that. And we have like 20, it shows 27, 32 people or something like that, at least watching or here. If anybody else wants to come on or has any questions in what we were talking about, in that sense, it'll stay on for a little bit longer. Do you want to try our treatment? What do you mean, do I want to try your treatment? Are you speaking to Ivan? Because I don't work with other modalities. Are you speaking to Ivan? I don't know. Are you religious, Ivan? Like, do you?
No.
Okay. I have a sense that you're a little bit more open to more metaphysical things. See? No?
Yeah, because actually I don't go to church or any religion group.
Okay. You know what? I don't know what to call you. I wish okay. My friend is asking about the verses. Thank you, and I respect what you do, and your culture and that, but it's not where I come from, and it's not what I practice, and I don't feel that would be something that I would do. But I really appreciate you. I feel your sincerity about it. You're being very respectful here, so I appreciate that. But no, I don't engage in anything from religion in that way. Keeps me in a box. But thank you. I kind of stepped out of the box a long time ago. You know, my lights were flashing. I'm remembering something that happened to me several years ago when I lived in Puerto Vallarta. I went to a friend's wedding there, Mexican. She was Mexican. She's from there. And so she was getting married. And so my friend and I, my other friend, actually the one that became my friend that crossed my path, when I was dealing with dark magic, we went to they have a big church of Guadalupe there, and we went to her wedding. And her wedding was very nice. Oh, we had another friend who was also I'm from Canada, but she's also from Canada. My other friend was from the States, and we were all sitting there. My friends are all gone, so I'm not sure. Can you all hear me? Sometimes when I start talking about these things, they just go.
Where did you go?
I don't know if you guys can hear me. Should I talk or not talk? Can anybody just tell me whether you can see me or hear me? Am I gone? Oh my goodness.
She left.
She'll be back.
I was here. I was having my own conversation with myself.
All right. Now we can hear you.
Whenever I start talking about these things, all of a sudden it just goes black. But so to say really quickly, no, we were in the church, and watching the wedding. Is that where I got to? And then we started having very, really, I started having strange feelings. And I grew up, as a Catholic in a sense. And when I was younger, I went to church, had my da 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 da, and I was very open at that time. I was just open to God. So that's all I knew. But I started having very strange experiences in my body. Like, I was like, and I was not feeling good. And I was like, this is weird because we're sitting in a church. I don't understand. And so I said to my friend, I don't feel, something feels very strange. And almost at the same moment I was about to say that, she goes, there's something here. Now she's actually very psychic, very clairvoyant. So she actually sees. And then my other friend that was sitting beside was a psychic, and she at the same time, she goes, do you guys feel that? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what it is. But it was the most uncomfortable thing that I ever felt in a long time, sitting in this church. You see? And I said, this is really uncomfortable. We just wanted to go, but we felt we couldn't leave because our friend was getting married. So when it was over, we left. And we were both, I remember the three of us just standing looking at this church. It has a huge crown on the top of it, if you've ever been to Vallarta. And we both looked at it, we go, I know it's a church. It doesn't matter. There was a lot of stuff in there happening. And now it could have been the people that were around us. It could have been people that do things, that were in the church going to the wedding, and who knows what they were practicing. But we were picking up on that. And that was the last time I actually stepped into, in that sense, a church. Except for when my brother got married into a Greek church years and years later. But I realized at that point that religion was not, I needed to go beyond religion. Did you hear that? Or am I gone again?
No, I can see you. I cannot.
Okay, good. Ivan.
I think he got out. You are frozen.
Oh, Ivan.
Yeah, you're right. But she's coming back. Oh, she's here.
I lost Christina. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Did you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
See me? Okay. But they're gone. Anyways, to here, which the end I can see is Jeff, maybe also. That was when I stepped away from religion. Not stepped away, but knew that I had to. And all of us, actually three, had the same realization that for us, it only could take us halfway up the mountain, and we needed to go beyond. So life changed very differently for me then. Different teachers were put in my path, one specifically that I've been with for about 19 years. So, life took a whole different avenue. Wonderful, though. All right. Did you hear that? Yes? No? I don't know. Your signal is weird. My signal is weird. Okay. This is my last refresh because we've been on for about 2 hours, so we will go off shortly. We'll try one. right. I don't know if you heard me at the end before I was cut off. Did you hear me? What was the last thing you heard?
That you,
Oh, you did. Okay.
yeah.
That's when life took a different path for me, a change. So, but again, I respect where everybody's at. You have to, because everybody's on their own individual journey. That's it. If we actually respected that of everybody in the planet, it would also be a very different place. You know. Ah, it's frozen. I think it's the internet is giving up at this point. And we have been on here for 2 hours. Can you all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What is my treatment? It's interesting how you call it treatment, but that's cool. I like that. Well, I have mentioned it. I'm not sure when you actually came on, but it's called Esclavanet, which is an angelic word. Oh, you're in Algeria, okay? Which is an angelic word, and in a sense, it means, the best way to translate it, it means to send ghosts home. Though it does a lot more than that. So. It's a protocol, and it's part of a healing modality that I'm a grandmaster of, Christina is, and the rest of my team is, that practice this, which is a healing modality. It's an angelic healing modality. So that, why are you saying sorry? That we practice, but this is another protocol. There's many protocols to this. This one is recent that has been brought forth, and it's has to do specifically to assist. So it's also with angels. Okay. Oh yeah, so he's moving mine too, right? And these angels assist. There's a process. I'm not going to do it tonight, but maybe at the next time, I'll give you the little brief introduction to what it really is and how it's done as a practitioner. Just go through the process, and they assist these souls to go back home, as well as clearing entities, psychic impressions, and things like that. So it's very profound. Those who have the ability to see, I see differently. There's internal sight, there's external sight, which is clairvoyance, there's inner sight. And those who can see clairvoyantly sometimes can see the process, like one of my other team members. We were doing the clearing for There's two of me. There's two of me.
No, it's only one.
Oh, really? There's two of me. Oh my gosh, on my side, there's two of me. I'm in two seats. Oh, bizarre. Do. I don't know if you guys heard what I said. I was explaining Esclavanet, but maybe we'll try it next time. I mean, I like the concept here and the setup and everything, and so we'll try it again. But we can't control the technical problems. We do the best that we can here, and just have some patience, kind of thing. But I want to thank people that joined in. I've recorded it, but there's going to be breaks, of course, where I forgot the recording. So I think on this one, which is different from Spreecast, I think it stays there, right? It doesn't disappear after 3 days. So do you use salt? For cleansing, maybe. So maybe it'll be out there. But we'll try it again next week. And we actually can continue. Continue with this talk. It's too wonky. It says we're done. It says we're done.
Okay.
Yeah, I typed this whole messages to thank everybody, and maybe we could try again next week and maybe continue thanking Ivan for being on and sharing and I like the setup of it. I like people coming on interacting with us. Let's see how it goes. I was saying we can't really control a lot here with our internet in Mexico, but thank you very much. I'm going to call you Jeff because that's the part of your name that I can read. Thank you for participating. Thank you, Tiffany. You were here. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Ivan, all the other people that joined in. The recording, I don't know if you heard me. It will be there, I think. When I get off, I got to figure out. Hopefully, it just shows up. I don't know. I'm new to this, so I'll investigate it a bit more. And we can carry on with this, next Saturday, same time. And if anybody wants to contact us for what we do and the services that we offer, or I'll say our website, pristine-space.com, and see what we do, get a bit more info on us. Or I have another website, which is our healing website, which is Casa Belvas Patabat. You know what? I could type this over here, I suppose. Or join us next week and we'll chat some more. This is one website. Can you guys see this? It told me I could put a link on earlier, but I don't know how to do that. I forgot how to spell. My lights are flashing here a lot. I don't know if you guys can see this.
No.
You can't see it?
No, it actually froze.
I'm frozen again?
Yeah.
Right now?
No. Now it's good.
Maybe because I was typing. Possibly. Yeah. Anyways, we've been on for a while, but thank you so much, everybody who tuned in. And we'll try this again next week. We'll have a part 2 to this, and maybe someone else will want to come in and chat. And possibly, I think I was saying this, but I don't know if anybody heard. I was saying that I will give the audience here a little bit more actual written. I'll read the written description of the modality, or as Jeff calls it, the treatments that we use to assist ghosts, entities, psychic impressions, things like that. And possibly, on another show, what I might put out there, I need to feel this because when you do this here, you start opening up to a lot of things. But I might put it out that, we might take 1 or 2 people and do a live session, in the sense, like, say Ivan, for example, he did come forth and he has a ghost. So if he wants to, I'm only going to offer this here in that sense. If he wants to clear that ghost, we can do Esclavinet for him in that sense. So I'm going to put that. Okay. Now, as soon as I said that, you didn't see this. All of my lights on my computer, they're actually just like 4 of them are flashing right now. So I'm guessing that means, okay, we can do that. So, and, okay. Well, thank you everybody who tuned in, and have a wonderful evening or night or wherever you may be. And thank you, and send many blessings to everyone. Morning. Okay. Good morning. It's 10:30 at night for us, almost over here. So we'll say good night. Thank you. And blessing to everybody. Thank you, hermana.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later. So I'm just going to shut it down.
Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. No, if it lets me. See, now I want to close and it doesn't want to close.